Another day, another model drop. This time it's Google with Nano Banana 2, the second version of their cutting edge image generation model that is now faster, cheaper, and better than the last version. Let's jump in and check it out. Okay, so we're going to look at a few things. We're going to jump in and look at the official blog post, then we're going to look at some initial reactions from the community on X, and then we're going to look at a bunch of images that I've ran and generated and look at how specifically the new model compares to the old model. But first, let's jump in here. So this is the official blog post from Google from today. And if we come in here, something they talk about a lot is this advanced world knowledge. So the model pulls from Gemini's real world knowledge base and is powered by real-time information. So this means you could have it generate an image of something that is actively happening. So they show this in a demo with their window seat product, which we will look at here. So this is from Sundar himself. They basically built this little app where you could say where the location is and what they will generate what that image would look like to look out of a window from that location. So that's that real world knowledge coming into play. We have better precision text rendering and handling and translation. If you remember, this was something image models really struggled with from the start, was getting text right. You can see how crisp this text looks, and we're going to run an example as well here. Better creative control. Something that I noticed looking through these was the ability to use these characters in images. So what did they call it here? Precise instruction following, production ready specs, fidelity upgrade. And yeah, you basically like the being able to use an image that you have uploaded in a scene has gotten a lot better. And so the best way to look at this stuff is to kind of to see what people are doing and what we're doing. So we have August Noble doing one-shot meta ads, which look really good. We already looked at this window seat demo from Google itself. So we can see Brighton Beach on the West Pier, real-time weather source information, and then it'll show you what it's actually seeing, which is crazy. Here's another kind of graphic with really sharp rendering of text. And then this one was cool of taking this characters and adding a dark fantasy setting to it. Wow. And this kind of maps with what I've been seeing as well. So in Converge, we support Nano Banana through like a Nano Banana component. So it's really easy to kind of drop in. There's more info here if you want to check it out, but basically I just use that. And I had it built a little image studio where I would compare the newest version against the old versions of the app, or excuse me, of the model. So a couple different prompts we'll look at here. Close this. Whoops. So Corgi's skateboarding in SF. We have Nano Banana 2, the Flash, old Flash model, and the Nano Banana Pro. I guess before we get into this, one thing to note is that this is technically a new version of their Flash model. So the API endpoint you're hitting is like Gemini 3.1 Flash preview versus the last one, which was like just a Gemini with no Flash. So it's still very fast and it's still very cheap. So it's better and faster for the most part. We'll see, actually, we can look at the times here. This one was slower than Pro, but in general, it's faster and it's super high fidelity, much higher fidelity in terms of how crisp these are comparatively. So here is me taking the Converge logo and uploading it and telling it basically, hey, make it really fuzzy. I'd say it honestly is like kind of, these are pretty similar between the old Pro version and the new Nano Banana 2. Not a huge difference, but still very, very cool. Maybe as you zoom in, you can see more of the detail. It's just crazy how far these models have come. And then so we took that kind of image from Google that was the water like life cycle and made it, I said, hey, make this for like photosynthesis. I feel like this is where you could really start to see the models shine. It's obviously much better than the last Flash model, and it's also much better than the last Pro model. Just look at the level of like detail here with the little like sugar cubes here, these little water droplets. It's just really impressive. And then we did one more test up here of taking those ads. So I basically said, hey, create a meta ad for our vibe coding app called Converge. And then I sent it a picture of our hero image. And then it's put these together, which is really cool. It includes a testimonial. Like, yeah, it's obviously not great, but it's pretty close to being pretty good. Like with a little bit of extra work, like I really just threw it in there. With a little bit of extra work, you can get this to be like a much better place. And so it's pretty impressive. And I think what's important to note is, yeah, it's a lot cheaper to use. Let's see if they put the model string in here. So it's available in the API, and I believe they'll mention it probably here. Yeah. So yeah, these are the different APIs to hit. So to try the new one, it's Gemini 3.1 Flash image preview. That's a mouthful. The old Pro one was Gemini 3 Pro, and then the old Flash one was from Flash. And so that's why you'll actually see this is like faster and also should be about 50% cheaper for image generation. That could vary a lot based on a lot of details, but you're looking at faster and half the cost and a better output. So really crazy model here. I feel like Google is like really pulling ahead on the image side of things. Let me know if you try it out. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one.